Yes. So we're on our way to the river, and down here is a wonderful place. It's kind of like a fairy grove. And this it's full of edible things as well, so it's full of plants that you can eat. This is ground elder.
Maybe you can show also a leaf.
Yeah, this is this is already quite big. So this is what it looks like when it's already full grown and flowered. When it comes out of the ground, it looks more like this. And it's best to eat raw when it's really small, like
in Dutch it's zevenblad.
Because it has 7 leaves.
Yes.
And it's really tasty. It's like a kind of I don't know, sort of herby, fresh, light, lemony, and it's great to make pesto as well also with. But yeah, when it's big like this, it's a bit tough and chewy, so not so good to eat.
Or boil it.
Yeah, boil it. So when it's like this, it's good to boil, and when it's even smaller, it's good to eat raw. But it's very beautiful and fragrant, and the flowers also smell very much like the leaf tastes. So this is one of those. This is a family of umbellifers, which has so many long, tall, white flowering plants, and this is a good way of telling it apart because you can smell it. It really smells very strong. On we go. This is amongst the elder trees and the black locust trees and some willow. What else is growing here? Now what's growing besides that is also, so there's nettles, of course, greater cleanser, also Orash, Loboda. I picked this yesterday, it's not such a great example, let's find one that's better. A little bit further, this is a good one here. This is really delicious. It's also quite a light taste, it's not so strong or bitter. Yesterday we ate this mixed with other greens, so this and some sorrel and some comfrey cooked. Very, very tasty. And besides that, there's also this, which is greater celandine. Now it's already gone to seed. This is a herbal medicinal plant, so it's very, very strong bitter. It's not nice to eat, but it's very good for making tea from, and you pick it a little bit earlier, so not now because it's already.
Maybe you can get a twig of, then you see that it has yellow stuff in it.
That's a good idea.
It's very good for wounds.
Yes. So when you break the stem, it has this yellow liquid, and if you put it on your skin, this is very healing for wounds, for warts, for moles, all kinds of blemishes.
Sort of natural iodium.
Yes, exactly. And on the inside, it's also really like a kind of, it's a very good herb to eliminate all kinds of toxins from your body. For example, uric acid, all forms of acidic deposits that are in your bones, like it's good for arthritis or rheumatism. And the general cleanser, the Romanians really use this a lot here. So it's a very, very interesting plant.
And the flowers, if they're there, they're also yellow.
Exactly, and that's when you pick the plant, when it's flowering. So you don't pick it before or afterwards, but you pick it when it's got flowers on it. So that's another nice one here. Go on. More of the Orash around everywhere, on the left and on the right.
It's a very adventurous path, made by Peter Nel and Valentine and our help. And I think Bogdan also added pieces. So teamwork and community work here.
Yeah, this is really a magical place. And it's one of the nicest places to come also in the spring when everything starts to grow. And there's such a variety of different
Yeah, so this is a really nice area, and if we have more people in the community, then we would love to make a tree house in this area.
This is another plant that now is already a bit gone too far, but I picked this in the spring. This is golden saxifrage. It also has really bright yellow flowers, and it also covers the whole ground down there now where there are nettles in the spring. This is a medicinal plant for tea. It's also really bitter, so it takes out the bitterness from the body, all the stuff that shouldn't be in your body.
Can you hear the cuckoo?
And here there's a whole field of orache, which in Romanian is lobod. That's very common here. This whole area under the trees is good for eating. Oh wow, look, there's a fern. Ferns here too. There's the moss.
Those are my most favorite plants.
Very nice.
So if you feel like some quiet time with you, this is a great place to be. For some nice talks with God.
Yeah, look, this is papyrus. We found out what it was also thanks to one of our visitors, so we knew it was a grass, but it's actually papyrus. So you can do a lot of interesting things. And here's the flower, I think, of it. No?
No.
Okay.
No.
A little bit further along at the river. More edible things. You can also eat orache wild, of course. You just
Raw,
taste it.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw. Thank you. It's a really special taste. Kind of difficult to describe, but it's quite unique. And here there are a lot of wild raspberries growing. As you can see, we're kind of surrounded by wild raspberries and nettles. And a purple archangel, which is now losing its flowers, also known as dead nettle, purple dead nettle. Also something you can eat and make tea from. And use on wounds. This is really good if you have a bleeding wound. To take the leaf or the flower, to rub it like this, and then rub it and hold it on the wound, and it stops the bleeding. I tried that on myself quite recently, and it was quite effective.
Now we are a little bit like Carpathia.
Through the forest.
We are inspired by him to make this video, so thank you, Carpathia.
Yes, thank you. Down here, I've seen many owls, several owls. I say they like often to sit down on the branches. One time I was picking something and I looked up and there was this huge owl over my head on a branch. Amazing. And then to see them fly away is quite something.
So this is the part of the land which then we go down the hill and to the river for a swim and nice lay on the sand.
And here Mark